What's up everyone, welcome back to another JB and Millie reaction, and I'm here of course with Millie.
Hi guys.
So we don't really have a trailer to react to today, but the Isabel Twitter account at Animal Crossing has tweeted out some very exciting things for the update dropping in 2 days. So of course we have the Sanrio items, but we're going to touch on those a bit later on because we've already done a trailer breakdown. That should be the end card of this video. Now the first thing is, I think what many people have been asking for, ever since the infancy of our channel, people have been wanting more design slots. So it looks like when you update in 2 days, there is the custom designs portal option that is free for 300 Nook Mile tickets. And after this update, you can add more pro design options and receive 50 more slots in both custom designs and pro designs each. Wow.
I think that's absolutely amazing, and to see something for, you know, just as small as 300 Nook Mile points is absolutely amazing. Like, you know, there's quite often things that, like, even just paving designs that were about 6,000 Nook Mile ticket, like, points. So for it to be something so small, it's incredible. Like, everyone's gonna get this first day.
Now we have the custom design pro editor for 2,000 Nook Miles, which is amazing because now it's no secret that for builds we have been dipping into time travel a bit more, but for non-time travelers it can't be overstated how important and cool this is, because if you are staying up till midnight for the update, if you're in the UK, then you literally can get these straight from resident services. You don't need to time travel, so Nooks is open. These are available pretty much instantly, which I really like. Now, of course, without going into able sisters, you won't be able to unlock things. But if you just want to make your own designs, you can do that to your heart's content the second this update releases, which I think is absolutely phenomenal.
It's certainly amazing to see things available so soon after the update. You quite often have to wait a few weeks to get the main characters and that kind of thing.
Now, just moving on slightly, this is a bit more controversial because I know a lot of people don't like it. I think we personally entered Animal Crossing in a time when it wasn't too annoying. I think we only had a week or so of Bunny Day, but enough to kind of get some of the items, and we enjoyed them for what they were. But we do acknowledge that in the earliest stages of the game, when you're trying to craft things, you're trying to fish, it's frustrating having eggs everywhere. But they say Bunny Day is back this year on the 4th of the 4th. Collect a variety of eggs and craft DIY Bunny Day themed items. You can also visit Nook's Cranny from the 3rd of the 28th to the 4th of the 4th to grab one item from the Bunny Day series each day. The newly added items are exclusive to Nook's Cranny.
So to kind of translate them dates, we are looking at the 28th of March till the 4th of April. So we're looking at a week. So we're guessing there's probably about 7 new items to get here. And as it says, the date itself is going to be the 4th of April. So we can assume we're going to get Zipper back on that day. Now, as JB said, we are perhaps one of the rarer kind of channels that will say Bunny Day was actually quite good. I'm almost disappointed that it sounds like it's limited to 1 day because I love the Bunny Day DIYs. I'm almost concerned that I might not get enough of the eggs to craft the DIYs that I unlocked last year.
I mean, I'm almost wondering if the community still has a bad taste in the mouth from how annoying Bunny Day was last year to them when they're trying to fill the critter decks, to the point where it might actually be welcome for Zipper to be there a bit longer, because if they're just downgrading Zipper to a 1 day event where you run around and collect items, I think that would be less annoying to people. But at the end of the day, how is that different to Jingle? How is that different to Jack? It's just
which
replace the NPC.
All complained about that, you know, they weren't there for enough time, that it had been bigged up in the update, and then we barely saw them. I don't know. I feel like I might be one of the people that feels most strongly for Bunny Day, but
and the item it's showing at Nooks is it's okay. It's nothing amazing. It's not like the pumpkin things. It's nothing special. I do think the things we could craft from last year's DIYs are better looking. I think these are just things you'll maybe put up in somewhere. Like it looks fine though. It's always good to get new items. So what are you kind of thinking of this? Because I don't think they had Nook's Cranny items for Bunny Day last year.
No, I don't think they did. See, I don't want to take a negative approach here, but I was so in love with the items last year. There was the egg garlands with all those different egg-shaped lights hanging down on the walls. There were so many nice things that I really liked. There was the egg basket bed. That just seeing that small little flagpole there with the kind of bunny ears on, it's not really doing it for me in the same way that the other items last year did.
I guess the good thing is though, unlike with Festival, we've actually got the DIYs from last year. So as long as all the eggs are available, we should still be able to craft things. And don't forget, I don't think it can be, you know, watered down the importance of this Bunny Day, because this is the first event that's actually returning. So even if you hated last Bunny Day, you're not too excited for this Bunny Day, maybe even if you're dreading it, what we're going to see from this year's Bunny Day is more or less how Nintendo are going to treat Halloween when that comes around for second year, and Christmas when that comes around for second year. This is going to be a blueprint to say how much Nintendo will change things for events that we've already had.
Yeah, this indeed does set the standard for, you know, how we proceed this year. This is the anniversary update. As JB said, we are seeing some events starting to return now. And I personally feel if they can alter Bunny Day, they can alter some of the community's requests with the other events as well, such as seeing Jingle for a longer period of time, perhaps having them there on Christmas Day as well. Jack, again, you know, they saved that spooky carriage for one of the last items, how they can improve upon that. You know, if they could listen to the community here, we can see some great things change later in the year as well.
We might even get a Festival DIYs next year. That'd be cool.
That would be amazing.
So the next one is interesting. It's the Knuckle Link. So within the Nintendo Switch online app, you get an update in late March. You'll be able to collect Nook points each day by accessing the app to redeem prizes in Animal Crossing. So Knuckle Link, for everyone that doesn't know, you can basically download it through your Nintendo Online application and you can just type really easily. It's quite handy for reactions. Last time I think they updated this was in October. But Nook points, it said your Nook points are 30, and it just seems that by doing tasks, these can accumulate. Oh, words of wisdom. So it seems like
Is it
Katina,
yes.
Sometimes what is yours may be better served as someone else's. So I guess they are returning in the same way that Rossetti is in the rescue service.
So something that is seen as yours may be better as someone else's. That could be kind of like a thing where you have to gift something to a villager to get points.
Oh yeah, that's so true. Like a daily riddle, yeah, that you have to unlock.
Okay, so we can see here that there's a poster that's
you
available.
can redeem for items. So there's a Nook ink poster. That's actually pretty good. That's some good incentive to log on to the app, which I don't think many people had. Like, unless you're playing with friends regularly or you're doing island tours, you don't really have so much of a reason to do this.
Yeah, I certainly feel like I'm going to be downloading the app because I don't currently have it.
And it's, again, like I say, it's always good to get items. So this is one that I think is a bit too little too late, because a lot of the community have made their own advertisements, but to people that aren't, you know, kind of embedded in the community, that don't know how the software works, and even for people like us, because we've advertised a lot of island tours in the past, but we've never ever had a visual for it. So here we go. Show off your island to the world with the Animal Crossing New Horizons Island Tour creator. Make digital posters and tour videos that highlight the best things about your island, then share them with others. The app will launch on the 3rd of the 23rd. So, instantly a bit scared, because it sounds like those content creators that make island tours are becoming somewhat obsolete. But at the end of the day, I think that this is just going to be a great reason to showcase your island, so that people want to make videos there, that want to tour them, and even want to tour the Dream Address. A part of me is even thinking, is there going to be any controversy about using some of these visuals as island tour thumbnails? Because for all I like making thumbnails, and I've got, you know, you obviously can't just copy paste. I mean, you can, but I'm sure you'd want them to stand out more. But these visuals are looking really nice. And you've got, I guess there's a slot where you can put your island name in, the dream address.
Yes.
Oh, it's fantastic.
There certainly seems to be some really kind of nice things that you can use. I'm wondering how you get access to this, if it's going to be part of the app that you can get on your phone, if it's part of the Design Pro editor that we saw is going to be available via Nook Mail points.
See, it's interesting because it says the app will launch. I'm wondering if it's a separate app entirely.
All this is going to be really interesting to find out, guys. And it's certainly interesting. I'm going to say it's certainly interesting because this seems to be the first time that for the update, they're not really doing a trailer, but a Twitter post. I'm wondering if there's some things that they perhaps wanted to be able to edit into snapshot form because there are some bigger things coming.
Maybe, and I think I've seen things floating around. Like, I'm not sure about the validity of it, but there's some people posting that there's April Fool's items such as whoopee cushions. There's even reports of a first year anniversary cake becoming available.
I think that sounds amazing. And you know what? Also on the Twitter post, I kind of want to point out what looks almost like an item where Isabel sat at a desk, and it's kind of like a photo card thing that you'd get at a fun fair where you can put your face through it.
It's really cute. But I guess the main body of this update is going to be all the Sanrio things. So we did a trailer breakdown for them. There's themed items, there's new islanders, there's lots. Now,
indeed. And they're also going to be republishing the Amiibo cards for them. I believe they're doing that both in Europe and the US. They've been confirmed, so make sure to check those out as well, guys. We're hoping to purchase those and do an unboxing on the channel. But it will certainly be interesting to see how they introduce those new items, if they just randomly appear in the Nook store, if you have to get the islanders that they're specific to kind of gift them to you. All that kind of thing is going to be really exciting, and I do feel like dreamy hunting is going to be coming so prominent again now that, you know, there are these new islanders to look out for.
Now, here's what I don't understand, and this is where my excitement for Sanrio things is very little compared to some of the other things that we're expecting, is that in order to get the new items and everything, do we need the cards? Like, is this, you know, pseudo paid DLC? Like, can we order the items but just not invite the islanders? Can we meet the islanders on, you know, dreamy hunts? Like, what can happen, and how important are the Amiibo cards? Because if you, like, we know that they're going to come in the UK, so this is mainly a UK concern, but even then, in the US, we know that Target seems to be completely sold out, Walmart seems to be completely sold out, and for Nintendo UK, the main store online, we haven't even had a notification saying, you know, these will be available for pre-order on this day, you know, even hurry up because stocks only last a limited time. So right now, we have no idea when to get these items or if we're going to be able to get them at all.
So if you have any more information about those cards, put that down below. Again, let us know how you think we're going to be able to access these items that we are so excited to see. I guess supply and demand for Amiibo cards has always been an issue, you know, globally in the UK, US. Prices of Amiibo cards kind of skyrocketed with New Horizons. They've been reprinted and there wasn't enough. So I guess the big concern here is that if this is seen as a DLC, that there's just not going to be enough to kind of go around for everyone to have access to these. So it does launch a few concerns, definitely, but I certainly think it's going to be interesting to see how Nintendo incorporate that into this game. And remember, guys, I've speculated here that, you know, there isn't a trailer, maybe there's more, maybe they really wanted to be able to edit what was shown and only get snapshots quite literally of what was going to happen. And so, you know, that could be that with this being the anniversary update, there is more to come. As JB said, more's been speculated on, so it is just going to be really exciting to see what happens. Subscribe to the channel because we are going to be giving you full coverage of what happens with this update.